Hey guys, Eric from Grimy Mid Sports Cards here with a little video recap fresh back from the Long Beach Expo show with my best friend and fellow YouTuber George from Diamond Yard Sports Cards. Just want to give you a little video recap of what I picked up at the show this time, and also a couple of big shout outs. First big shout out goes to G's Mikey. It was great hanging out with G's Mikey the second day of the show on Saturday. He pretty much spent the whole day with him. We went and had some lunch. Thank you so much, Mike, for the lunch. I hope you enjoyed that Hornsby card. Second shout out goes to Levon from LA Collectibles. I spent a lot of time with him and his buddy that was working the table with him, Alex. Was able to make a couple of deals with Levon in order to get into one of the cards that I'm going to show you later. So first and foremost here, after the few shout outs, I have another small shout out. It's a little bit different from cards, but after my first video, Don from Don's Field of Dream Cards made a comment saying he really enjoyed my little picture in the background of the Warlocks, which was the original name of the Grateful Dead. Apparently Don is a big Deadhead, as am I. Made many shows in the old days and have seen Dead & Company a number of times, and I'm going to see them here in Phoenix later on this month, and also 3 days in a row over the Halloween weekend at the Hollywood Bowl in Hollywood. So the next minute or so is going to be for Don's Field of Dreams, and then we're going to get into some of the pickups from the Long Beach show. Bear with me, guys. There we go, Don, that's all for you. I hope you really enjoy it, and I will be interested to know. I know that is a JGB song, but I hope you know that one. That is one of my absolute favorites of all time. Now, folks, I'm going to get into a little bit of what I picked up at the show here. Second day walking around with G's Mikey, we went and checked out a few things with some of the coin dealers. Well, one of the coin dealers, we'll go ahead and talk about him here. His name, here he is right here, Dr. Frank. George from Diamond Yard Sports Cards and I met him the first day of the show. Super nice guy. Just happened to be walking around and went by his table, and I said, hey, are those some cards you have back behind there? Well, those were some cards he had back behind there. I ended up making two pickups from Frank. First one is right here. This is a 1976 Topps baseball set. The set was, I put it in the binder, but it was already in the sleeves. It's really nice. Probably, I would say, near mint, maybe near mint plus kind of a set. There's a couple of cards that are worth getting graded in here, but it was a good deal, and I'm not a big set collector, but this one was already ready to go, and I just couldn't say no. So I had to pick this one up. The star cards in here are nice. The Robin Yount is really nice. The Hank Aaron is pretty good. The Rose is okay. The Ryan is okay, but they're not anything, you know, they're not PSA 10s or anything like that, but it's just a really nice set. This set also came with, as we get further back to the back, it also came with the Traded series as well. So it's not only a full set of the 76 Topps, but it also has the Traded series in the back. And I'm going to skip through just a little bit here because everybody knows what a 76 Topps set looks like. Here's some of the all-time sporting news stars. You got Pie Traynor, you got Honus Wagner, Babe Ruth, Ted Williams, Ty Cobb, Walter Johnson. These just really cool cards. And like I said, I don't pick up many sets. I'm not a set builder in any way, shape, or form, but this was just, I couldn't pass it up. Really nice Mike Jack Schmidt up there. Really nice. Get a little further to the back here and just squeeze through. And we've got the Traded series back here in the back as well. Doc Ellis, Clay Kirby, Ray Fosse, you know, some guys that you know. All these cards are nice. They're in great shape. They look like they just got pulled out of a pack. And they have a little wear. They're a little off-center, whatever. But like I said, just a really good pickup. I just had to pick it up. Next, from the same seller, Dr. Frank, I picked up, this is another set. This is the 1970 Topps hockey set. And a few of these cards were already graded. Quite honestly, I have never seen a nicer set of early 70s hockey cards. I've never seen a nicer run of early 70s hockey cards. These cards are so well centered. The corners are packed fresh. The edges are packed fresh. The stars and Hall of Famers are all really nice. You got Jerry Cheevers right here on the front. Some of the other guys in here, Phil Esposito up there. We've got Dennis Hull. As I was saying, a few of these cards are Stan Mikita. A few of these cards came graded with the set already, which made it even more appealing to me. And I just absolutely had to pick it up. I mean, these cards are just smoking. I'm really trying to figure out what exactly I'm going to do with this. I don't know. I'm a huge hockey fan. I may hang on to this set, or I may try and get all of the stars graded and, you know, possibly move it somewhere along the line. Here's Rogie Vachon, one of the best goalies of all time until Patrick Waugh came along. Jean Beliveau, Jacques Lemaire. I mean, you can just go on and on and on. And as you can see, the centering on these cards is fantastic. The color is just unbelievable. So nice. So I'm just going to keep flipping through here. As a matter of fact, I'm just going to go ahead and skip because we're pretty much through all of the stars here. Let you just take a little look. But as I said, a few of these cards came graded already, so we're going to go into those here in just a second. The first card that came graded in this set, right here, Bobby Orr. This is what absolutely caught my eye right off the bat. This Bobby Orr is an 8, and it's just smoking. It's so nice. It's really well centered. Corners are super sharp, packed fresh, bright green on the back. I think this, if I'm not mistaken, I believe this is a what is it, a fourth-year card, third-year card, fourth-year card of Bobby Orr. Just a great card. Next we have Bobby Hull. And this is a 7. As you can see, it's off a little bit left to right, but look at the blue on that card. And the red on his jersey. I mean, it is just, this whole set, I can't say enough about this whole set. It is just beautiful. Another one of the graded ones here, New York Rangers, Brad Park. This is a rookie card of Brad Park. It's a 7. Looks to me it's an old grade. All these grades are old grades, but it looks to me like it's very nice. I think it has a chance, possibly a regrade somewhere along the line, but I'm not exactly sure. We'll see. It's just a great, just a great card. And last but not least, the last graded card would be the last card in the set. And this is the checklist. And this checklist is very, very rare in this high of a grade. As a matter of fact, I believe there are only like 12 or 14 graded higher than this. So a checklist that hasn't been touched, hasn't been marked, that's an 8. Really, really nice set. So glad I picked it up. So the next one I want to show you actually came, my friend George from Diamond Yard Sports Card had mentioned in his video, vintage cards and collectibles. The guy's name that ran it, his name was Craig. I saw this card on the first day. I tried to make a deal with him and he wasn't really into all of the stuff that I had taken to trade and or to sell. Just wasn't giving me quite the value that I was looking for. So second day I went to Levon from LA Collectibles and I worked a deal with him to get him some of my vintage that I had taken, and I invested in this Jordan rookie sticker. This is an 8. It's really nice. Color is fantastic. Well centered front and back. I've never had a Jordan rookie before, so I really wanted to pull the trigger on this one. And then I was able to work with Craig a little bit, and he actually took like 2 or 3 cards that I had in trade, and I made the rest up in cash. But I'm just really excited to have this card in my collection. This is going in the PC. It's going to stay in the PC. Now, you probably have seen from Diamond Yard Sports Cards video from about, 2 months ago or so. We did a video of a 162 card reveal. I got a second year Jordan sticker in a 9 that came back graded a 9. So now I have a rookie in an 8, and I have a second year in a 9. Very excited about this one. The last card we're going to talk about here actually came from the same person that George from Diamond Yard Sports Cards got his 34 Lou Gehrig. This is Mariah Sports Cards, Marion. She's a great gal. She always has wonderful cards. She's not willing to move on the price very much, but she has wonderful cards. Always has some of the best vintage of anybody at either the Long Beach show or at Frank & Sons, because she works the Frank & Sons show as well. So here's my last card, folks. I'm so excited about this one. This is a 1915 Cracker Jack John McGraw, and this is graded by PSA excellent to mint 6. I saw this card the first day of the show. I kind of was on a mission to get this card. This is such a nice card. I'm a big John McGraw fan. I kind of believe that this card was at the show just for me, because John McGraw is kind of a small market. I have a number of John McGraw cards, 40 play ball. I have a couple of T206 tobacco cards of him. John McGraw was not all that great of a player, but he was one of the best managers of all times. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe he was the first manager to be put into the Hall of Fame. I'll give you a picture of the back here. This card is so clean and it's so nice. John McGraw was 30 years as a manager. He was a small guy. He was 5'7". He weighed like 155 pounds. He started his career as a player in 1891 with the Baltimore club. which would become the Baltimore Orioles. His lifetime batting average, .334. He only had 13 home runs, but not too many people hit a lot of home runs in those days. 462 RBIs. 436 stolen bases. He was quick. He started being a manager for the Baltimore Orioles after his playing career was not all that great. In 1899, at the age of 26, he started being a manager. Managed the Orioles until 1902, and then he went to the New York Giants, where he was a 3-time World Series champion. Took several of his Baltimore Oriole players with him when he went to the New York Giants. I love that. In the old days, it was great. You could just take people with you, buy people's contracts out, and just take them with you. It was just fantastic. He's the 3rd overall winningest coach of all time, behind Connie Mack and Tony La Russa. One other small thing that I think is just absolutely fantastic. Actually, a couple small things. He had a 59% winning percentage as a coach. Over 2,763 career wins as a coach. And one of my favorite little stories about him, in 1901, he bought the contract of a guy named Charlie Grant, who was a player for the Columbia Giants in the Negro League. Bought his contract and tried to bring him to the New York Giants, and tried to pass him off as a Native American Cherokee Indian. And it didn't work, and unfortunately Charlie Grant had to go back to the Negro Leagues. And it wasn't until 1947 when Mr. Rickey, Branch Rickey, brought Jackie Robinson into baseball that the first Negro was brought into baseball. But John McGraw tried, and he tried really well. The color on this card is really, really nice. Centering is great. Corners are fantastic. By the way, the pop on this card is ridiculously low. There are only 30 of this card graded higher than this one. Very, very glad to add it to my collection. My first Cracker Jack card. Well, guys, that's it for my video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for the subscribers that have come so far into the fold. I will be doing more and more videos as we move along here. And actually made another huge pickup not too long ago, and I'll be breaking off probably several videos into that one and show you some of the things that are going to come out of that one as well. Thank you so much for your subscriptions, guys. Keep collecting, and keep collecting what you like. Take care.